Good morning. I am 26 weeks pregnant today. We are nearing the end of the second trimester, which is absolutely crazy. This is what the bump is looking like. I'm feeling so large, but it's crazy that I'm gonna get even larger. Like I can't even fathom. I am trying this new tinted CC cream because I've been getting, excuse the close-up, a lot of freckles on my face ever since obviously summer, and I've been using Elta MD instead of my previous Elastin tinted sunscreen. Freckles are cute, I get it, but freckles are sun damage, so I need to make a change. Elta MD is the best like texture-wise sunscreen, but it's not the best. It's clinically proven that it's not the best sunscreen. A tinted sunscreen protects you so much more than a regular non-tinted. I've been seeing this online, Herborian Korean Skin Therapy CC cream, the lightest shade. So I'm actually gonna double up. Can never have too much, especially in Florida in the summer, especially in pregnancy, because in pregnancy, we can develop even darker spots than we would normally because of our hormones. So let's see if this is good. Oh my gosh, it's like white. What the heck? Interesting. It's probably gonna... Oh, that is cool. It starts like getting into the color. Jessie, Mama's putting sunscreen on. This is so nice. I don't know if you can even tell, but it's like the lightest amount of coverage. It smells really good, really subtle. Yeah, Mama's sitting. Oh, this is nice. Just be careful. Be careful, don't fall. This is nice. This might be worth the hype. This might be worth the hype. I am loving that, Spider-Man. Did you hear that, Spider-Man? I'm afraid that is worth the hype, you guys. It's $44 for this thing, so I'll let you know how long it lasts me. But I can tell by how it feels and how it looks that it is like really high quality. Let's do that. We're gonna do the blush right on top of that. That goes on your lips. That's Aquaphor. Yes, my love? What do you want to wear today? Should we be patriotic? It's almost 4th of July. Let's wear red. Achoo! Bless you. Good job. Okay, can you put all the clothes in the hamper? Big. This way. Push it. We gotta go in the garage and put the laundry in. Walk. Yeah, you can walk here now. This is the epoxy floor. We can now walk on it and it's so nice. Was a bit of a hassle to do, but very much worth it. We got some of the weights in. Everything hasn't arrived yet, but the bench came in, the weights came in, and then these rubber mats are from my dad's work because he uses these mats for sound control when he installs marble floors for people's residences. So these are perfect gym mats. Jesse doesn't have school today for Juneteenth, and I was gonna take him to the library for story time, but they're closed today, obviously. And I didn't realize you had to register, so good thing I checked. I think it depends on your specific library and how busy they are, because I didn't know you had to register, so I'll keep that in mind for next time. And the story time for next Friday is already booked out. Like, the spots are already taken, which is crazy. I didn't realize it was such a pop-in thing. It makes me want to really go and see what we're missing. So we're just gonna go to Target as our outing of the morning. He needs some new shirts anyway, and just kind of browse around. Typical mom morning. Okay, a little mini Target haul. I got some fireworks for us to do on the 4th of July, some Play-Doh. I'm not gonna introduce this until we're doing potty training so that it's like a fun new activity. Some bread, some noodles, and then a couple of clothing items. I got this little tank top, this little striped shirt, just because I'm always in basic t-shirts. I got Jesse. They didn't have a lot of selection today. I got him one shirt and 2 tee. And then I got this dress. I didn't try it on, so we'll see if it fits, but I figured it would be nice for summer and for pregnancy, and it was a good price. I think it was $20. So that's my Target haul. I just put Jesse down for a nap, or actually he put himself down. He walked right into his bed. I have an afternoon coffee. So Jesse did not nap today. He got out of his room 5 minutes later and refused to nap. It's now like 3 o'clock. I've tried putting him down. I've tried laying with him. He fell asleep for like 5 minutes on the way home from Target at like 10:45. And the fact that this is enough sleep for him is very concerning for me. I'm scared that he's going to be dropping his nap altogether. He's always been pretty low sleep needs, so this is just to be expected, honestly. Not great. It's not great, but we're out here. He's still just as obsessed with his mud kitchen as he was on day one. He's having a blast. And you guys, my white crepe myrtles have bloomed also, so they're looking so nice. Literally gorgeous. The red ones have been blooming for a few weeks now, but the white ones came a little bit later. But how pretty are these? They should stay bloomed until the fall, which would be amazing. Happy Saturday. I just dropped off Jesse at my parents' house. AJ and I are gonna go on a little day date. We're gonna do some shopping. He needs some clothes and we're gonna get some lunch. It's my first time wearing these jeans this pregnancy. I think these are from Gap, but they have a drawstring, which is good for the bump. And then the shirt that I got from Target yesterday. I just kind of like recurled my hair. We spent the morning outside with Jesse, so I'm a little bit like sweaty, but I didn't want to shower because I do have to wash my hair later. AJ and I have not had any alone time like this in weeks, if not months, so I'm really excited. Morning, happy Sunday. This is my and AJ's breakfast. We are locking in health-wise. I have some Christian music playing because it's Sunday, but Jesse's a little bit under the weather, so we're gonna stay home this morning and just have a slow morning at home. It's actually Father's Day. Our actual gym setup arrives this week, so we told each other that we're gonna lock in health-wise and just like really focus on eating healthy, starting our workout routine, because I desperately need that, and so does AJ. Little snack plates have been my go-to. Something I've been thinking a lot about is how the health of the family when it comes to like what we're eating is like 90% the responsibility of the person who's responsible for providing the food. So like cooking, getting the groceries, and making the food, which in our family, that's me. So it's like, not only do I have to focus on my own health for this pregnancy, but the health of my family, the health of my toddler, what I'm feeding him, what I'm feeding my husband. It's a lot of responsibility, but it's something that I really want to take more seriously. And I was telling AJ, we were talking about how I get into these like weird micro obsessions with things that lasts a few months. And I was telling him I really want my next obsession to be more like focused and dialed in onto cooking healthy food. Like how awesome would it be if that was my next obsession? So that's kind of what I'm trying to like shift my focus to, because I don't love spending a lot of time in the kitchen. It's just, I don't know if you can hear me over the music, but anyways, that's my next goal. Okay, you guys, I don't know if you can hear me because the AC is so loud, but I'm in the garage. I think I'm gonna do my first workout in this garage, which is exciting. We have the barbell and the weights. I'm gonna do some deadlifts. I'm gonna do some Bulgarians because we have the bench as well, and just do some kind of workout because I really need it. We have the AC on, low lighting in here because we don't have lights yet, but you don't need lights. You just need some weights. So let's get it done.
You're the one dancing with your cigarette. Carefree me, I wanna be with you all night long. All night long. Baby, you move me.
I shared with you guys a few weeks ago that I switched to a different prenatal for this pregnancy, which is a big deal for me because I've been on this other prenatal for my whole TTC journey, which was a very long one for me. I didn't know about Parallel until I got pregnant with this baby, and after looking into it, I just really liked all of the ingredients that they have. They have a much more comprehensive nutritional value than the one that I was taking before, and I really like that they have trimester specific packs. So since I'm in the second trimester, I'm on the second trimester pack. They have a conception support pack if you're TTC. They have a postpartum pack if you're postpartum. They have a hormonal support pack. So I just like that everything is tailored to the exact stage that you're in. In the second trimester pack, we have 5 pills. We have the core prenatal, we have the omega DHA and EPA, which is for brain development and cognitive support, and then we have calcium and magnesium. I have not had any middle of the night leg cramps since using this prenatal, which is such a big deal. I definitely think it's the magnesium that is in here. They did give me a code for you guys. It's Rachel V20 if you want to get 20% off your Parallel routine. I'll have them linked down below. I switched to Parallel long before I decided to partner with them, and I don't take these recommendations lightly. They are OBGYN founded and third-party tested, and most importantly for me, I do have the MTHFR gene mutation, so my prenatal needs to have methylated folate because my body cannot process folic acid as it should. So I can rest assured that Parallel has everything I need. Yes, it's more pills than my previous prenatal, but I would rather take 5 pills and know that I'm getting everything that I need than take less pills but not get that magnesium, not get the calcium, and not get all the stuff that's in here. So anyways, I will have them linked down below. Again, Rachel V20 if you want to get 20% off your Parallel routine. Good morning. It is now Monday. We had a very chill, low-key day yesterday. There's been a heat advisory. Let me bring you a little closer. There's been a heat advisory the last few days, and so it's been like brutally hot. So we've been trying to stay inside a lot, which is hard with a toddler. I'm ironing I'm ironing AJ's dress shirts. I used to send them to the dry cleaners, but that adds up very quickly. So when he started this new job, he has to wear like business casual shirts and stuff. So I was always afraid that I would ruin them if I just washed them myself. But they charge $7 a shirt, which is actually so expensive. So I just did a gentle cycle with his dress shirts and dress pants, and I did a gentle tumble dry, and now I'm ironing them and they seem to be fine. So that's what I'm doing on this Monday morning. And I also wanted to chat about Jesse's toddlerhood stage. You know, those chats I used to do about like what age has been the hardest for me so far. And I was always very annoyed at the moms who would say, just wait because it gets harder in toddlerhood. But I'm here to say that they are right, and as annoying as it sounds, it does only get harder until I think 4 years old. The consensus seems to be from more experienced moms that you do get a bit of a break once they turn 4 because they're able to dress themselves, use the bathroom, feed themselves, and it becomes a lot less physical for you as the parent. And then obviously it gets hard again as they become preteens, and you have a whole different set of problems when they become teenagers, obviously. So Jesse, he's going to be 20 months in a few days, so he's closer to 2 than he is to 1, which is absolutely crazy how fast the days are long but the years are short is such a true saying. He is saying no all of the time, all day, every day. He learned how to say no, and he says no when he means yes too. So that makes my life even more confusing because I have no idea if he actually means no or yes. So we've been working on differentiating what yes means and what no means, which is so cute. And then last night when we were putting him to bed, you know how sometimes they'll like talk to themselves when you leave the room? He was going yes, no, yes, no. So he's like starting to learn opposites, like cold and hot, fast and slow, which is so cool to see his little brain working. It's still very hard to understand what he wants. At the same time, he is starting to communicate better. So it's kind of like a tricky double-edged sword because at the same time, he is starting to say more things and we can try and figure out what he wants. But he's throwing more tantrums, so that just makes it harder too because it's like we'll give him what he's saying that he wants, and then when we give it to him he'll say no, and I'm like, what do you want, dude? Like, I wish he could just talk to me in full sentences. But it's encouraging because I see my nephew Luke, who's a year and a half older than Jesse. He just turned 3 and he is like such a good communicator. He can talk and tell you exactly what he wants, what he's feeling. Yes, there are still moments of like defiance and some tantrums, but for the most part, I think it gets a lot easier when you can actually tell what your child wants and is looking for. So when Jesse's hungry, he'll say cookie. And so sometimes it's hard for me because if it is a snack time, I'll give him a cookie, which just means tractor wheel, by the way. But then he'll say no. And then I realize he's actually very hungry and needs like a full meal, even though I offered him lunch a few minutes ago and he didn't want it. So it's just kind of tricky in that regard, but that's just Toddlerhood 101. In terms of getting things done throughout the day, I am at an all-time low when I have Jesse home with me. So weekends or afternoons, basically. It's just so hard. The hardest it's ever been since becoming a mom to get things done because Jesse is very active. He always wants to be doing something. He plays independently, but for only a few minutes at a time. And so I'm trying to find the balance of like letting him figure it out, letting him be bored, which comes with whining. I think it's so easy to get in front of a camera and say just let your kids be bored, but when that boredom comes with whining constantly like mama, blah, 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 it's like do we just, I don't know because this is my first time, but do we just let them whine for 30 minutes and like pull at your leg and like want to be held? Like what do we do? When I'm bored as an adult, I lay in my bed and stare at the ceiling. Toddlers don't do that. They want attention. They will whine and cry and throw tantrums. So it's like, when do I just let that ride out? And when do I stop what I'm doing and then play with him? You know, it can be frustrating as a first-time mom to a single child when you hear speaking from my experience, hearing more experienced moms with like 3, 4, 5 kids say, I don't entertain my kids. My kids just play by themselves all day. It's like, well, yeah, but you have 5 of them and they play with each other and the older ones are entertaining the younger ones. So I think if you're a mom of a single child's toddler right now, I don't think we can take that advice the same way as a person who has 3, 4, 5 kids can. And I'm curious to know what these more seasoned moms would do if they were placed back in this situation with one single toddler, if they would still say like, I never play with my kid, like I just do what I need to do and they can help me with the chores and that's it. Comparison on social media can be hard, and if you're comparing yourself to a mom who has multiple children and several of them are over the age of 5, like I just think that's an unfair comparison and I find myself doing that. So I just want to remind you, if you're taking advice from a seasoned mom, just take everything with a grain of salt, because until you have little helpers helping you with the younger ones, it can be very frustrating to hear that. The resistance to diaper changes is getting more difficult just because he's getting so strong and capable, which is another big reason why I'm like dying to potty train, because I just can't, like I'm almost in my 3rd trimester. I can't be wrangling a strong boy with poop and like he like wants to touch it and it's just like disgusting. And so I'm just so ready and I'm praying that the potty training takes. Floor bed has been going great. I think it's very dependent on your child's personality and how your child sleeps throughout the night. I'm not naive. I know that it's not going to work for every child at this age. It just depends on their sleeping habits. But a big reason was if I do end up in a C-section, I can't lift for 6 weeks. I cannot pick up Jesse for 6 weeks. And that's going to be really hard for me. So that's part of, not the main reason, but another small reason why we wanted to do the floor bed is so that he can just crawl in and out of his own bed. Since AJ won't be having the same paternity leave this time around, I need to be able to do as much as I can independently. Jesse will probably be such a big help with the baby though, because he loves helping. He loves following directions, which is a perk of this age. They just want to please. And if you say, hey, help me load the laundry machine, or hey, let's pick up all the clothes throughout the house and take them to the laundry, like he loves to help. And I heard that that can change once they turn 2 or 3, where they don't want to help as much. So I'm just like taking advantage of it. With the baby, it'll be like, can you help me with the diaper? Baby needs a diaper change, like go grab me some wipes. So in that regard, that is a positive of this age. But going back to like getting stuff done is extremely hard, which is why I did put him in half-day school so that I can work. because the income that I make from YouTube is a huge part of our family's income. Like, I could not be doing this right now with him, obviously, because this is dangerous. This table he'll knock over, and then he'll be jumping off the bed and trying to crack his skull on the tile, and like needs to be supervised, obviously. And it's so funny how it does get harder. I'm yapping away, so I'll try to wrap this up, but it's interesting how it does get harder. Like, each phase gets harder, and it's annoying to hear, but you just get equipped as you go. Like, whether you believe in God or whatever, I believe that God just gives us the knowledge and gives us the capacity to handle each stage as it comes. I thought the newborn stage was hard, then I thought the 6-month-old was hard, then I thought a 9-month-old, like, I thought every stage was harder than the last, which is so annoying to hear, but like, it's kind of true. But at the same time, you just go with it. Like, you have no choice, and you just become better and better as a parent as you go. And so when you look back, it's like leveling up, level 1, level 2, level 3, and then you have another child, and it's like all over again. So it's interesting and cool how that works, and you just adapt. You go with the flow. You hire childcare. You stop working. A lot of moms stop working when their kid is a year old because they can't work anymore. Like, I used to work a lot when Jessie was napping 3 times a day. Like, I was working. Like, it was so doable to work from home with that age child who naps a lot. But with one 30-minute nap a day, like, you just figure out other solutions. And for me, that was a half-day childcare. For you, that might be something else. A lot of moms at this point become stay-at-home moms because it's just not manageable anymore to work from home while watching your kid all day. So just know that you will adjust. So just know that it's gonna be fine. You're gonna figure it out. Whether it's this solution or that solution, everything always works out in the end, and that is good news. Okay, I wanted to end off by showing you the Walmart dresser that AJ put together. It is so nice. It's not real wood, like everything is MDF, but the finish of it, like the way that they put it together, you can't really tell. Now, I will say it took him 3.5 hours, and he's a pro. He has all of the tools, and he builds things all the time. So just keep that in mind. Do not blame me for your marital fights if you order this and your husband's like, why did you do this? Every single thing needs to be put together. So like, this piece was separate, this piece was separate, this piece was separate. All of these pieces were separate. This is a separate piece. This is a separate piece. This is a separate piece. Like, it's insane. But it is $230. And it's a good dupe for the Pottery Barn $2,000 dresser. So you can frame it to them in that way. That's what I said to AJ. I'm like, I hope you know, I'm sorry that you have to put this together, but at the same time, you just saved yourself $1,600, $1,700 because I could have very easily purchased a $2,000 dresser that would have come white glove delivery. They would have assembled it on site and taken out all the trash. But again, you're saving $1,700. So like, frame it to them in that way and they will gladly put it together. I was gonna change the handles, but they actually look pretty good and I don't think they need to be changed. So this is gonna be the dresser for baby girl and I'm really excited. So I'm gonna end this video here. I hope you enjoyed. Don't forget to check out Parallel if you're looking for a good prenatal or a good vitamin in general. They have stuff for every phase that you could possibly be going through. I'm so out of breath from doing the ironing, which is crazy. So I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.
You're the one dancing with your cigarette. Carefree me, I wanna be with you all